2K Sports. Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Bagley in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Valanciunas hits them both.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
Barnes against Valanciunas. Bjelica passes to Fox. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Clock at 4. Here's Bagley. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And we saw this from Bagley in college. He has very good touch around the rim.
Morant passes to Winslow. And Jackson gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Bjelica. Pass to Bagley. Bjelica with it, guarded by Jackson. Stolen by Winslow. One-on-one fast break. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Brooks.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Pure hustle from Barnes in transition there. The way he runs the floor is a thing of beauty.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Valanciunas inside. Defended by Bagley. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Kings. Passes it to Fox. Inside, Bagley, and finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Valanciunas finds Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Brooks. Jackson passes to Brooks. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Just a real solid all-around player. Brooks that time drawing the foul.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he knocks down the first one. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Kings also making a change. Hield's checked in, and both free throws good for Brooks.
What makes Dillon Brooks especially valuable to a team, he's a competitor who you can count on to produce in the clutch.
Now here's Hield. Bjelica with it. He's picked up by Morant. Fox dishes to Bagley. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Harry Giles is checked in for Bagley. Parker comes in for Bjelica. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Joseph in for Fox. It's his first trip to the line.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage. Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own room with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Valanciunas, good.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
The Kings have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
Yeah, he preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
Parker finds Bazemore, stolen by Winslow. Back to Morant. The pass to Valanciunas. Ball's knocked loose. Parker with the steal. Here's Bazemore. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Bazemore has dramatically improved at the line since he came into the league. A big plus for his team.
And the Kings making a change here. Holmes checked in. And for Memphis, they're shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Pass to Gutteridge. Shoots over Bazemore. And the basket by Jones.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Hield. Holmes passes to Hield. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And that's now 6 points for Buddy Hield.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Hield kicks it to Bazemore. Up top, Hield. He's got 6. 1 second left. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead by 2. Live. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Parker out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Holmes in at the 5. Yep, that one goes in there.
That's good planning, and that's good execution, and that's a great look.
Jones drives in, and he comes up with the deuce. Jones has got his second basket of the game. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Trailing by 2. Bazemore passes to Holmes, and Holmes throws it down.
That's what you get from a vet like Bazemore, making the next pass.
Jones dishes to Jackson. And stolen by Bazemore. Oh, and here comes Joseph all alone. Ahead. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Jones with it. Jackson misses.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And they take the lead. Hield's got the lead up to 2 now for the Kings. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Bazemore passes to Hield, to the paint. Holmes kicks to Joseph. To Holmes, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Holmes got it all tied up now for the Kings.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Here's Anderson. Jackson trying to break free. Kicks it out to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Anderson. Another shot. Jackson trying to break free. Rebounded by Holmes.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Healed left side. Pass to Baseman. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And the layup falls.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Melton. And the rejection by Holmes. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Barnes against Brooks. There's Winslow, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Making things happen in close. That's where Winslow is most comfortable scoring the basketball.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. When you look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2. And with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
Good on the second free throw. The Kings have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. It's Morant in the corner. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And 1:01 left here in the second. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Kings shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Morant pushes to Clark. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Bagley with the rebound. The Kings leading. Here's Barnes. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Exceptional work from Barnes. The defense was aggressive with him, but he is so accomplished at finding ways to get the job done around him.
In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Barnes finds Fox. And here's Bagley, guarded by Valanciunas. Bagley the pass to Fox. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Fox has got his first points of the game.
This offense just continues to impress.
Winslow's shot is off. Out to the wing. Back to Bagley. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Kings ahead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And now with the second half about to get underway.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One guy who's been getting it done is Buddy Hield.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Everyone knows how athletic Barnes is. Demonstrated yet again with the slam.
Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. And the Kings pushing it up now. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, right to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
And the shot is good. Barnes has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Kings.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Anderson outside. Brooks outside. He feeds it to Jackson. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Jackson misses.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Shoots from 12. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And it's a 9-point Kings lead. Brooks outside. Anderson up top. Back to Brooks. Anderson outside. Jackson passes to Brooks. Shakes him. Outside for Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Some changes for Memphis. Gutterich is checked in. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. And a change for Sacramento. Fields checked in for Bogdanovich. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And that one, good.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Offside Fox. They get it back. Healed outside. Barnes finds Bielitsa over Jackson. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Back to Jones. It's stolen by Hield. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Fox. Again, the miss by the Kings. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Jackson drives in the air. Jones. Good D by Barnes. The Kings have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Healed the pass to Fox. Here's Bielitsa, defended by Jones. Bielitsa with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. He kicks it to Anderson. Back to Jones. 1:12 left in the third. The kick out to Anderson. Down low, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Inside, outside for Bagley. Hield dishes to Bagley. Back to Hield. The feed now to Bagley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, he's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul it.
And some changes here for the Kings. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Barnes. And Giles is subbed in for Bielitsa.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Morant passes to Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on to Aaron Fox.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Bagley. He hits both from the stripe.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sacramento moving it around. Giles, the pass to Hield. Now Holmes. The kick out to Fox. To Holmes. It's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Harrison Barnes getting it done for Sacramento. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Giles is out there with Holmes, and it's Hield in at the small forward.
Because you have to respect that outside shot. The drive is often there for Hield.
Here's Jackson. Offensive rebound. The second chance effort. The dish to Winslow. That's tipped. It's stolen by Hield. Fox kicks to Hield. Outside Bogdanovic. To the middle. Holmes, good. Holmes got the lead up to 11 now for Sacramento.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Brooks checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Kings leading now by 11. Passes it to Bogdanovic. Hield outside. The pass to Giles. It's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And for Memphis, they're shooting 41% for the game. To the inside. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And Bogdanovic kicks to Fox. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. A reverse. Fox passes to Holmes. And no good. And Memphis the other way now. Down low. There's Winslow. Left side Jackson. Back to Clark. Pass to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Misses off the left iron. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. Then for the Kings, Bielitsa. He's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Fox passes to Giles. Now here's Bielitsa. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Kings lead by 13.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Out to Morant. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Healed against Winslow. Pass to Giles. He dishes it to Heel. And the turnover again by Sacramento.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Clark. Bagley, he's checked in for Sacramento. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Over Bagley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Love the aggression that Valanciunas showed there. He walked up the contact inside to get to the line.
Valanciunas hits them both. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Fox passes to Bagley. Kings moving the ball around. To the paint. Here's Fox. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And I really love Fox's game. And he's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
So he comes up empty at the line. The Grizzlies trail by 7.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Healed right side. Wants to get it to Bielitsa, and does. Barnes looking around. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Out to Morant. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
It's Bielitsa. Fox passes to Bielitsa. Back to Fox. Bagley with the ball. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Count that one. And the Kings lead by 7.
The assist there from Barnes. Over the years, he's got better and better making decisions with the ball in his hands. This is why he has the ball. John Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Bagley. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Jang. So the Kings win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. The dome of the California Captain and the starting group for the Spurs. Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Fox. And the dunk by Lyles.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
Now, here's Bjelica. Barnes finds Bjelica. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Bjelica passes it to Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Bagley. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Fox against Murray. Bagley with the bucket.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
And it's Murray penetrating. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bogdanovich passes to Bjelica. And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. And there's the pass to Bjelica. And it's in there.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Lyles. Murray, no good. Barnes finds Bagley. Here's Bjelica. Aldridge is covering, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And the Kings making a change here. Heald's checked in. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. White, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Pirtle. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
When Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the D is toast. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Bagley kicks to Bjelica. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
And look at Pirtle effortlessly dropping the hammer on the D.
Passes it to Fox. And here is Bjelica. They kick out to Hield. Inside. Barnes outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bagley dishes to Barnes.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And the jam by Rudy Gay.
So many highlights of Rudy Gay early on, challenging defenders at the rim. Another one there on the alley-oop.
Good on the shot.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. DeRozan passes to White. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Mills passes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Spurs lead by 3. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Sacramento, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Parker out there with Giles, and it's Bazemore at the 3 slot.
Parker, a very good second jumper and pretty nifty around the basket. Controls his body very well.
The feed to Aldridge. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Sacramento. Trey Lyles checked in for San Antonio. DeJounte Murray comes in for Patty Mills. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Second chance shot and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. They trail by 1. Yep, that one goes.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Parker left side. Sacramento moving it around. Bogdanovic, that drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Bogdanovic has got his first bucket in this one. The Spurs shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Walker the pass to Lyles. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Bogdanovic kicks to Parker. Deflects the pass. Pass to Giles. Rebound San Antonio. Walker in the post. He is covered by Bogdanovic.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Murray, good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it's good for 2.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
Greg, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
Giles the pass to Bogdanovic. To the middle. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Giles.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Bogdanovich takes to Joseph. Pass to Giles. Parker left side. Bogdanovich passes to Giles. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Bogdanovich wide open. They get it back. Out to the right wing. Joseph up top. Aldridge is covering. And another shot. Here's Giles. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Murray kicks to Lyles. Dishes it to Aldridge. Here's Walker. There's the pass to Lyles. And it's good. 2 points. Lyles got 8.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Bazemore passes to Bogdanovich to the inside. Here's Giles. The shot, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Here's Walker in the corner. It's Bellinelli. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist in this one.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Joseph kicks to Giles. That one goes in. 8 points for him.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Aldridge down low. And he banks in the layup. And the Spurs lead by 6.
It's an underrated strength of LaMarcus Aldridge, able to power in the shot even when being fouled.
And so it's San Antonio.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. We've got Murray. DeRozan out there with Lyles. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the 2. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Here's Murray. Bagley with the block.
Don't want to go inside with the height and reach of Marvin Bagley around. Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket. There you go, finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
The kick out to Barnes, to the paint. Bagley, no good. Spurs leading by 8. With the teardrop and the basket by DeRozan.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
The kick out to Barnes. Bielitsa passes to Bagley. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Passes to Bielitsa. shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Now, Bielitsa, a big guy who flows into offensive possessions and becomes an invaluable player in terms of the type of floor spacing you would want from a shooting big.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Bagley, and it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. White, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for Murray. Here's Fox. Nails the baby hook.
How about that? Just accepting the contact and still getting the finish for Fox.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. If he can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end, now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
Mills passes to Pirtle. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
It's Gay with the drive. The second effort. Out to White. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hield.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
White, good. White's got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs.
Solid at feeding his guys the ball. Rudy has no problem giving it up that time.
Bielitsa against Gay. Here's Holmes. That shot missing. So the Spurs will take it the other way. White with it. Out guarded by Hield. Left side, DeRozan. It's going by Hield. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Holmes. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Here's Gay. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I like how Rudy uses his athleticism to draw some attention. He puts the D in a difficult spot there.
Sacramento making some changes. Bagley comes in for Rashawn Holmes, and Giles is subbed in for Bielitsa. Spurs also with the sub. Forbes checked in. Hield dishes to Fox, and the layup is good.
Well, Hield right there on the yield, waiting for someone to get open.
And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's Gay on the way. He has 6. He feeds it to Pirtle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. The free throw drops for Pirtle.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Gay, and Walker subbed in for White. Aldridge finds DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
DeRozan against Barnes. And it's Bagley. That time on the assist by Barnes. Bagley's got 10 points. Walker with it. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Spurs have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And so Walker nails both of them. Bagley the pass to Fox. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Spurs. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Kings trail by 15. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Giles is out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Bagley in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And for the Spurs, they're shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Murray against Fox. Murray dishes to Aldridge. Back to Murray. There's the triple. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Giles has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Bagley. Rebound by Murray. Spurs leading by 13. Spurs passing it around. To the left wing. Here's Forbes, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Hield. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince Stark that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, back to the basket. Sometimes more facing up is Aldridge. He excels right there down in the painted area.
And Bielitsa kicks to Hield. Pass to Bagley. Bogdanovich inside. Poked away and stolen by Murray. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And DeRozan throws it down.
Nice hustle there. You can count on DeRozan for this. He works so tirelessly as a scorer.
Back to Bagley. To the middle. Here's Bogdanovich. And good that time.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Forbes. No good on the 3. The Kings trail by 17. Whoops, they pick off the pass. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Fox. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Back to Forbes. From outside the arc. Lyles, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 21.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. San Antonio with the rebound. Lyles got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Lyles. He's feeling it. Goes back up. Outside for Murray. For 3. It's hauled in by the Kings.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeJounte Murray.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Healed the pass to Fox. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Here is Forbes. Let's go. Murray, no good. High post Bagley, trying to get something going. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
This is kind of where I feel like his comfort zone is, as Bagley hurts the defense from there.
Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Here's Forbes. Offline. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The Grizzlies sporting their best look as they came into the...
Hey, Kevin.
It's a terrific story. David, thank you. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, we've got Trey Lyles. Also LaMarcus Aldridge out there. Murray out there with DeRozan. And it's Forbes in at the 2.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
He struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
And finished off by DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force. Oh! And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now here's Murray. Here's the teardrop. Good work there as it goes.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Morant against Murray. Here's Jackson. Misses in close. The Spurs have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
The Spurs shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Morant, and yes, it's good.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And Murray, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Winslow finds Jackson. Morant outside. Jackson passes to Morant. Count it, good.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Spurs have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Pass to Lyles. All alone. Up again. And Murray with the second chance points. Murray's got 6.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Valanciunas. Brooks kicks to Valanciunas. Morant surveying the D. The shot will not fall. Spurs leading by 9. One-on-one here. DeRozan passes to Aldridge. And here is Lyles. Drops in the layup for 2. Greg, we see defenses continually adjust. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Now here is Aldridge. DeRozan passes to Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
At the elbow, Jones. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Mills with it, working on Jones, and the rejection by Valanciunas. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat. And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Lyles. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Patty Mills. The Grizzlies trail by 12. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Anderson. Here's Valanciunas. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Valanciunas has got 6.
Oh, I love the rabid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
Walker's shot is off. Here's Melton. Lays it up and banks it in.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
White looking around. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's San Antonio in the driver's seat, up 8 points. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. They've got Kyle Anderson. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Clark. And it's Gutterich in at the 2. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Morant's checked in. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
White against Morant. And Walker kicks to Pirtle. On the wing, Bellinelli. Here's Walker. Swiped it away. Morant outside. Memphis moving it around. The pass to Anderson. And the basket is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Walker finds Gay. Now Pirtle. Outside, White. Here's Walker, and the dunk by Walker.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
In transition, here comes San Antonio. White's running, and the jam by Rudy Gay.
And check out the hops from Gay. Just throw it up to him, and he'll take care of the rest.
Morant passes to Clark. Here's Gutterich, and Anderson has it in the corner. Here's Morant. Wow, hammering it in!
Are you for real? Morant way, way up. That move was fire.
Now here's White. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Lays it up off the glass. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Anderson outside. Pass to Clark. Back to Anderson. Here's Gutterich. Morant right side. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Clark. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Clark's got his first basket.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
On the wing, Bellinelli. There's the three. Good on the triple. Bellinelli's got his first 3 points of the game.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
And that one's good, Morant.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings, a selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Brooks outside. Back to Clark. Brooks outside. It's Jones on the wing. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. From 11 feet away, it's hauled in by Lyles. Spurs leading by 9. DeRozan scanning the floor. Pass to Mills. Back to DeRozan. Stolen by Jackson. Clark dishes to Brooks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Kevin, this is sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, and when he's on, he can carry your offense.
Murray's checked in for San Antonio. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis.
45th pick in the 2017 draft. Remember when Brooks led Oregon to the Final Four?
Passes it to Aldridge. Back to Murray.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Now the pass to Winslow. Now here's Jackson. Right side, Jones. Murray with the defensive effort. And so it's San Antonio, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They have a nice 7-point lead. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Spurs. Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. Brooks for 3. It's hauled in by Lyles. Spurs leading by 7. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by Brooks. DeRozan's shot is off. And for Memphis, they're shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Brooks misses. And the Spurs with possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Makes it off the glass. And it's an 11-point Spurs lead. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. And Memphis with another turnover here.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
And the Spurs with some changes. Pirtle, he's checked in for Lyles. Gay comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Bellinelli in for Bryn Forbes. Down low, Pirtle with the steal.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Pirtle with the steal. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition. Gay passes to Aldridge. Back to Gay. Valanciunas against Aldridge. Over Valanciunas. Aldridge. Good. Aldridge has got 6.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Here's Henderson. No good, unable to end this run.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Pirtle dishes to Aldridge. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. Jackson passes to Valanciunas. And stolen by Murray. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. To the inside. It's stolen. Here's Gutter. Bellinelli is covering. Jackson misses.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Gia. He works hard, shows good instincts, and reads the passing lanes very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length, and I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
Melton. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Murray surveying the D. And the dunk by Pirtle.
You gotta respect Pirtle's aggressiveness, putting it on the floor and getting the job done on the drive.
Memphis moving it around. Pass to Melton. Here's Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
DeRozan. It's Clark with the rebound.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Brooks with no one around. The Grizzlies with another miss.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits at And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Memphis. They've got Jones. Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Winslow, and it's Brooks in at the 2-guard spot. Just 3 to shoot. White, good. White's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Spurs. The drive by Brooks. White with the defensive effort. And so White will bring it up for San Antonio. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Pass to Mills. Dishes to DeRozan. And Mills kicks to Gay. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. DeRozan's shot is off.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Passes it to Brooks. Clark outside. On the wing, Winslow. Jackson down low, covered by Lyles. Jackson gets the bucket.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. White finds Mills. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs. Bryn Forbes comes in for Derek White. Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies trail by 17. And the pass to Clark. It's Morant in the corner. Shoots. Rebound San Antonio.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Lyles. Here's Forbes. San Antonio again missing. Here's Morant. Mills with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 17. Here's Forbes. Trains the three-pointer.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, indeed, like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
The Grizzlies trail by 18. Here's Morant.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
San Antonio making a switch here. Murray's checked in. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Valanciunas comes in for Clark. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Tyus Jones.
You know Ja Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity makes for some tough matchups.
They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Here's Brooks in the corner. Winslow with it. Here's Jackson. Rebound San Antonio. Lyles got his 5th rebound in this one. DeRozan passes to Lyles. Murray kicks to Forbes. Shoots the 3. Nice D from Brooks. The Grizzlies trail by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Spurs.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeJounte Murray.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Wide open look here for Murray. Off target from three-point range. So it's the Grizzlies now. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. And Valanciunas kicks to Winslow. Memphis moving that ball around. Now here's Brooks, guarded closely. That one drops for him.
Oh, it's tough trying to alter his focus. I mean, Valanciunas is great at staying in control.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Aldridge finds DeRozan. Murray against Morant. And Murray, here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
At the line for your Spurs.
No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Inside. Here's Jackson. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
I tell you, at 6'8", Jackson is a more than capable scorer on the inside. Great at getting close to the rim and just finishing with the soft touch.
And so it's San Antonio. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. What a look for some of the Kings players as they entered their building tonight. Here at home. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there with Bielitsa. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. Jackson passes to Valanciunas. Out to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And, yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Bielitsa, the putback, and Bagley able to finish.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. Back to Fox. To the paint. Here's Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Bagley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he's just an attacking player. A guy who doesn't mind a little contact. Bagley there with a strong finish.
Valanciunas, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Morant finds Brooks. Morant outside. Here's Valanciunas. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Valanciunas has got 6.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Bogdanovich passes to Barnes. Stolen by Winslow. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Fox. It's Bielitsa. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Here's Morant, and it's blocked, and he gets it back. Back to Jackson. Morant outside. The pass to Winslow. 5 on the clock. Another shot. And that one's good. Morant. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like John Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. And it's Bagley. That time on the assist by Fox. 8 points for him.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
And Jackson gets it to go.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. Misses the 3.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. A nice shot by Winslow.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Right side Bagley. Back to Bielitsa. Bagley the pass to Bielitsa. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Here's Valanciunas. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 4 assists in the game. Barnes kicks to Bogdanovich. It's Bielitsa off the left rim and out. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far is... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Kent Bazemore is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Giles in at the center. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. He's off on that one.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Clark. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Kings trail by 8.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter, aggressive move inside.
Grizzlies shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. And it's Clark in the corner. Pass to Valanciunas. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Gutteridge, covered by Hield. It's Anderson with the drive. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Anderson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
Not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
Jones finds Clark. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And he banks in the layup.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Parker passes to Giles. 2 points. That one goes. Giles has got 4 this quarter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Outside, Jones. Passes it to Valanciunas. Kicks it out to Jones.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Knocks it loose. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Here's Valanciunas. Here's Gutteridge. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. Joseph, that's good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Clark. Valanciunas has got 10.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
It's Parker outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark outside. The putback and staying with the play, Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
He got prime position under the rim and cleaned it up. Nice finish by JV.
It's Clark with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Gutteridge, the pass to Valanciunas. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Jones drives in. And Valanciunas kicks to Clark. Here's Jones. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Here's Hield and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Those are the plays you want from Valanciunas on the defensive end. Didn't hesitate to challenge the shot.
On the basket by Jones.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Hits it from three-point range.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Jones kicks to Clark. Cutteridge for the pass to Valanciunas. The kick out to Anderson. Back to Jones. He feeds it to Valanciunas. The shot misses. And the Kings going the other way now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Giles. And the shot goes in.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Valanciunas in the high post. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Well, you know that Valanciunas has the potential to go off, and he's doing it here.
Pass to Bazemore. Joseph down low. No good on the last second attempt there. It's been all about Jonas Valanciunas. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet. Jonas Valanciunas putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 7 rebounds, and that about wraps it up. Time now for the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. Morant kicks to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. The pass to Jackson. And stolen by Bielitsa. Here we go, one-on-one. Bogdanovich passes to Bagley. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Coming hard on the drive, Winslow daring someone to get in his way.
A pass to Fox. Down low. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Bagley.
And coming out of halftime, Coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Bagley kicks to Barnes. Stolen by Winslow. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
The Kings making a switch here. Holmes checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Melton's checked in. Barnes passes to Bogdanovich. Now Bielitsa. Again, Sacramento.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Morant kicks to Jackson. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Sacramento. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And Brooks, here we go. Count the basket.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
The Grizzlies shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. That one misses for Brooks.
You know, one of those second-round picks who looks like he'll be in this league a long time. That's Dillon Brooks.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Holmes passes to Fox. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
With his size and explosiveness, you get the feeling Barnes could live at the line. It's all about creating contact.
And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Out to the right wing. Here's Melton. It's hauled in by the Kings. Passes to Bielitsa. Barnes right side. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
The powerful frame of Barnes went right through the foul like the defender wasn't even there.
Harry Giles is checked in for Bielitsa. The Kings have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Here's Melton. It's tipped. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Fox. Pass to Holmes. The kick out to Fox. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. The Kings trail by 10. Now the pass to Barnes. Hield outside. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Fox passes to Giles. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. And Memphis making a change here. Winslow's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Clark left side. Rebounded by Holmes. Kings have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Off target from outside. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 14 points. And that one's good by Clark.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Fox passes to Holmes. And the rejection by Jackson. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Free throw good, Giles. The Kings making a switch here. Bagley's checked in. Brooks checked in for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
They kick out to Hield. Holmes passes to Hield. To Holmes. Barnes against Winslow. Sacramento moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Holmes. Over Clark with the putback. And Bagley able to finish. Bagley's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Off the inbound pass, and then Hield with the dunk.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And so it's the Memphis. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Bogdanovich is out there with Hield. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. The Kings shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Trying to find Hield and gets it to him. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Winslow with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Bagley, no good. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting so well, 63%, the offense working as one cohesive unit. And they're on the break. Feeds it to Barnes. Now the dish to Bagley. Cloak loose. Bogdanovich passes to Bagley. Nice D from Valanciunas.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And contact on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hield.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Sacramento making some changes. Bielitsa, he checks in for Rashawn Holmes. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Buddy Hield. Here's Valanciunas, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 5 assists in the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Fast break, Memphis. Back to Morant. Over Fox. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
And so he hits both. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
They can take their time on this possession.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. Fox against Morant. Clock at 6. Sacramento grabs the miss. Bagley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bogdanovich, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
To the inside. Morant outside. Memphis moving it around. 1:21 left in the fourth. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
He's off on the second. The Kings trail by 13. And the shot goes in.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Pass to Winslow. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Valanciunas passes to Winslow. Fox with the steal. Outside Bogdanovich. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist from Bogdanovich. Barnes has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Kings. Pass to Winslow. Brooks outside. To the wing on the left. Pass to Valanciunas. It's stolen by Bagley.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play. And just a crucial shot by Barnes, taking it upon himself and coming through.
Valanciunas passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're down by 7. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jonas Valanciunas.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. And with
Hey, good evening, Kevin.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Bagley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for San Antonio, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul. Kings on D. And DeRozan kicks to Forbes. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Pass to Bogdanovich. Sacramento moving it around. On the wing, Barnes. Bagley dishes to Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. To the paint, here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
And that one drops.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Aldridge after the Kings pick up 2. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Spurs with possession. Lyles kicks to Murray. And he makes good on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Bagley the pass to Bjelica. Tries again, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
Well, he's become a defensive anchor here for this team over the past couple seasons. Great timing on the block there.
From 10 feet out, Forbes can't get it to go. And there's the pass to Bjelica. Bogdanovich looking around. Barnes with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Bagley the pass to Bjelica. Goes back up. Got a piece of it. Outside DeRozan. Lets a floater go. And that one is good.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The Kings trail by 6. And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. Back to Bogdanovich. Passes it to Fox. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's the break. Here's Forbes. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up. Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And it's Murray penetrating. Lyles kicks to Forbes. DeRozan on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Murray against Fox. And it's Murray with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And DeRozan. Here we go. And finished off by DeRozan.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good if they...
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Oh, the officials are all over that one.
San Antonio shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And he sinks the second.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
And that one's good. Parker.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Mills with it. Kicks it out to Gay. Pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And really, Pirtle is a very forceful player. When he's near the rim, the D better watch out for the slam.
And he launches it from deep. And so it's San Antonio looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
On the attack right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Giles is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Bazemore at the three. They get it again. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Patty Mills. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Rudy Gay on the wing. Here's Pirtle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Parker finds Holmes. Bazemore on the wing. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Joseph. And stolen by White. Gay outside. Spurs passing it around. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching. And I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. 4 on the clock. Bagley the pass to Holmes. Up again, and Bagley able to finish.
Well, Bagley is so long, you can't let him go uncovered when he's around the offensive glass.
Murray outside. The pass to DeRozan. And it's San Antonio with another.
And this has really always been a staple of his game. You see how confident DeRozan is with that mid-range.
Hield attacking. The kick out to Fox. Passes it to Holmes. The dish to Bagley. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Holmes, good. Holmes got his first 2 points. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Now Murray. 6 points for him. Walker finds Murray. Pass to Aldridge. Count it.
Well, this is why Aldridge is the focal point of the offense when he's on the floor, his ability to nail those shots.
And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Fox dishes to Hield. Back to Fox. And there's the feed to Bagley. The putback, the offensive rebound. They kick out to Hield. And Fox has it in the corner. Down low, here's Bagley. A beautiful reverse layup.
Takes contact, and a good job of Bagley fighting through at that time.
Murray the pass to Walker. Here's Lyles, guarded by Holmes. Back to Walker. Puts up a 3, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And through.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated. San Antonio did not hesitate to set the pace, displaying the force of a. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Trey Lyles, also LaMarcus Aldridge out there. DeRozan out there with DeJounte Murray, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. Here's Murray up on top. He's covered by Bielitsa. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Very aggressive that time around the basket. I like to watch LaMarcus use that size in there to get some contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Inside. Down low. Fast break. Here we go. Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
And guys, I just love watching DeRozan work in the open floor. So good at leaking out and converting.
Good ball movement here by the Kings. Barnes kicks to Bogdanovich. To the middle. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Murray outside. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Murray. Then for the Kings, Giles checked in for Marvin Bagley. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Bazemore, and the layup's good off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Spurs leading by 17. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Mills with it. Joseph on him. That one drops for him.
Nice job by Patty getting to the inside there. He has such good quick feet. Tough to keep up with him.
Bielitsa passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Bielitsa. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists now in this one. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Mills passes to Poeltl, and he makes that one. Poeltl's got 5 points so far.
Well, this is something he's working on. A good natural leader from the point guard position wants to help out by becoming a better facilitator.
Giles, that's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Pass to Forbes. Back to Mills. 6 to shoot. Poeltl. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Poeltl has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the board.
And Bazemore kicks to Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Bellinelli. And here comes Bellinelli leading the fast break. Lob pass to Gay.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Back to Bogdanovich. There's the pass to Giles. San Antonio with the rebound. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Bellinelli for 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bellinelli. Whitey's checked in for the Spurs. And a change for the Kings. Parker's checked in for Bogdanovich. Bellinelli finds Gay. Mills in the corner. Outside, White. On the wing, Bellinelli. Bazemore grabs the miss.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. For Sacramento, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Kyle comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Barnes against DeRozan.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
He dishes it to Murray. There's the triple. Doesn't go for him. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's San Antonio up 19. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Parker out there with Bagley, and it's Fox in at the point. Aldridge the pass to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. And he jams right over Jabari Parker.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
Fox dishes to Bagley. Over Aldridge. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. From beyond the arc, here's Holmes. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Murray surveying the D. Back to DeRozan. Murray outside. White wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And in the NBA, Rashawn Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but he kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, GA, you got to take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest, that helps. He's become a dangerous finisher, a shot blocker, and has shown some flashes in that jump shot.
Now here is Aldridge. Outside, Walker. Passes it to Murray. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Sacramento making a switch here. Bielitsa's checked in. Nobody near Barnes. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Spurs leading by 17. Spurs working the ball around now. Outside, Walker. Back to Wiles. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Kings trail by 17. Fox finds Hield to the paint. Left side, Bagley. Pass to Bielitsa. Back to Barnes. Over Gay. That one off the back iron and out.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Wiles passes to Murray. Outside, Walker. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Walker with a clean look. No good on the triple. And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Bagley dishes to Hield. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That's a strong finish coming from Marvin Bagley.
San Antonio leading by 15. Walker the pass to Murray. Back to Walker. to stop the drought. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is unhealed. The first one falls. San Antonio making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. And a change for Sacramento. Bogdanovich is checked in. The Kings trail by 17. And Bielitsa kicks to Fox. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for San Antonio.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Aldridge.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Fox against Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. And here are the Kings now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Bielitsa passes to Bagley, and the basket is good.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Aldridge finds Murray. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Back to Aldridge. The second chance effort. The putback.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. That can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A confident win, and one where they cleared. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. The mighty Mississippi River Carp and the starting group for the Spurs. They've got DeJounte Murray. Trey Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. Jackson with it, now guarded by DeRozan. And they double up Morant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Here's Murray up on top. Guarded by Morant. Murray, good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The pass to Valanciunas. He can't get that one. Nice D from DeRozan. And it's DeRozan with the ball for San Antonio. The shot's good from Forbes.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Count that one. Morant's got his second bucket.
Has closer in. Morant finding a way to score. He has fantastic touch around the 10.
And the rejection by Jackson. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. There's the feed to Morant. Inside. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
What a pass from Morant. I mean, he does a terrific job staying alert and seeking those opportunities.
Here's DeRozan. Aldridge kicks to DeRozan. Stolen by Winslow. And stolen by Murray. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. And Aldridge slams it in.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush.
Valanciunas, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Brooks unable to get that one. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush. And boy, does he get up quick.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Well, look, he moves around the court well for a big man. Valanciunas, he's showing off the mobility.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Spurs leading by 3, down low. White dishes to Bellinelli. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Anderson passes to Valanciunas. And stolen by Gay. White drives in. Pass to Bellinelli. Back to White. Passes it to Pirtle. Over Valanciunas. Grizzlies with the rebound. 1:11 left to play in the first. Here's Clark. Valanciunas inside. Defended by Pirtle. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Mills. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Clark kicks to Jones. Clark dishes to Jones. And Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation from Pirtle on that one, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Melton's checked in. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for the Spurs. Clark, the pass to Jones. Yep, that one goes in there.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior, gotta love it.
And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a three-point game. Outside, White. And White with the stuff.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's the Spurs. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Rudy Gay is out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Bellinelli. Then it's White. And it's Walker in at the 2. That one goes. Count it. Gay's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Spurs. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Clark. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Tyus Jones. Spurs leading by 3. And here's White. Outside, Walker. Trying to find White. Gets it to him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And Anderson has it in the corner. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Poeltl.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Poeltl. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray's subbed in for Derek White. DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got the lead up to 7 now for San Antonio.
And talk about a strong finisher. DeRozan will challenge anyone when he's looking to score.
It's stolen by DeRozan. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition. And the dunk by Walker.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Anderson inside. He's against Gay. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got his second basket.
Thanks to Kyle Anderson's size advantage over most of his matchups, he's an effective interior scoring option.
Outside, Walker. Morant with the steal. It's Brooks on the wing. Gay with the block.
And Gay has put a ton of work into his defense over the years, specifically how he times blocking those shots.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
DeRozan against Brooks. Kicks it out to Gay. DeRozan surveying the D. Aldridge finds Murray. Back to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
It's stolen by DeRozan, and the Spurs pushing it up now. Now here's Walker. He's guarded closely. Brooks dishes to Anderson. Pass to Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Gay against Anderson. A shot missing. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. To the paint. Here's DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. But we'll see how long they can make this last.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Murray against Brooks. And DeRozan kicks to Aldridge. Right side, DeRozan. Banked in off the glass. And 12 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Jackson passes to Anderson. Over to the wing. Here's Melton. Some solid defense from Aldridge. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for San Antonio. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
And check out the hops from Gay. Just throw it up to him, and he'll take care of the rest.
Murray against Morant. And Anderson gets it to go.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Murray against Morant. Murray left side. Stolen by Anderson. And stolen by Aldridge. He dishes it to DeRozan. Back to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Gay. To the middle. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And so that's the end of the first half. Spurs lead by 13. Stay with.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 12. And it's just about time now for the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And Forbes kicks to Lyles. The Grizzlies pull it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Valanciunas finds Morant. Back to Brooks. The pass to Morant. Clock at 6. Kept alive. Here's Valanciunas. Here's Jackson. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
They needed that. I mean, they were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. And the shot goes down. Aldridge has got 6 points.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
Down low. Lyles kicks to Forbes. And it's off from three-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 14. It's Morant with the drive. And finished off by Morant.
Man, he takes off like a rocket. I mean, there's a suddenness to Morant's game that most athletes don't have.
To the paint, Morant with the steal. To the inside. It's stolen by Lyles. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Dishes it to Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they struggle as a whole.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Murray outside. Pass to DeRozan. Baseline jumper. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Back to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. San Antonio leading by 10. And the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got 14.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Memphis shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
Grizzlies. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jackson. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Mills. We've got 1:13 left in the third. The dish now to Bellinelli. Pirtle up top. Gay against Jones. Now here's Gay. T right on him. White, good.
Oh, the selflessness of Gay. Someone who is always looking to dish the rock to these guys.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. Anderson outside. It's stolen by Bellinelli. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. For Memphis, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Hills with it. Kicks it to Pirtle. White trying to get open. Pirtle's shot is off. Fast break, here they come. Anderson passes to Valanciunas. Some nice passing there by Memphis. The kick out to Anderson. And again, Memphis no good.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And so it's San Antonio. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Spurs leading by 13. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for San Antonio, they've got Bellinelli. Rudy Gay is out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then it's White, and it's Mills in at the point. Nice shot by Poeltl.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Anderson. Clark outside. Here's Jones. Valanciunas dishes to Jones. And he makes the first. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Passes to White. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. San Antonio making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And the dunk by Lyles.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Here's Winslow, and he drops it in from the low post. Winslow's got his first points in this one. And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Outside DeRozan. And Mills kicks to DeRozan. And it's Poeltl at the elbow. Pass to Mills. Just 4 to shoot. DeRozan dishes to Poeltl. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Brooks checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Jones. San Antonio also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. San Antonio leading by 12. Outside DeRozan. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for White. Winslow against DeRozan. Now, here's Lyons. Defense is right there. 6 on the shot clock. And DeRozan. Here we go. And finished off by DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Lyles. Forbes the pass to Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Out to Brooks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Sometimes Brooks is a tough matchup for the D, especially when he's playing with some intensity and looking to score.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And both free throws good for Brooks. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And the pass to Forbes. Back to Murray. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 16.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Inside, Aldridge.
And what a tremendous career for LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, so many double-doubles, a rim protector, makes plays for others. Man, the list goes on.
And he knocks down the first one. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Medu, he's checked in for Lyles. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Walker's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Spurs.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeMar DeRozan.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Clark left side. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Smooth sailing for San Antonio. Bellinelli dishes to Mills. Back to Bellinelli. Walker taking his time here. He kicks to Mills. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. Doesn't go that time. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.